Hi, everybody. This is Danny at DANIGIRLART, and today is day 26 of Inktober Tangles. And today's pattern is 24711, and it is by the lovely Debbie New. This is a fragment, so really cool when you use it in a big grouping together. So I'm going to start with a square to draw it in. And I'm going to make a diagonal line down from the bottom left up to the top right. And then I'm going to add a partial aura next to the right side and left side of this line. So I'm going to have one here and one here. And then I'm going to connect the tops to the corners like so. And then from here, I'm going to rotate this just a little bit. I'm going to have a curve line and a curve. And the same on the other side. So maybe rotating again, having a curve and a curve. And I can, in the negative space that's left, I can add little auras that are coming up and diagonal. There's a slight little up and over to this. And the same on the bottom. You can add some more embellishments if you'd like. I like how Debbie has in the inside these ordered as well. And then if you had these put together, that would be really nice. Having multiple ones together, having a flux in the inside would be beautiful as well. So I'm going to go into, how am I going to do this? See, again, I don't plan ahead, so let's see. I'm going to take that red again. I'm committed now because that's how the rest of the paper is. And all right, it's a little awkward how my book is. I'm going to draw a line down the center, and I'm going to imagine that I have two sections here. All right, so I'm going to do a diagonal here. And then I'm going to do those two partial lines. And this is with my Posca paint marker pen. I have my diagonals. And then I'm not going to be able to see all of this, but I will from here have a curve and then just a little bit and a curve and another one. Okay, so I'm not going to really be seeing a whole lot of what's going on here. That's okay. I lost like that little bump even, but I'll just put that in. And I think with my orange, I'll go in and add an aura. I wanted to do it a little different, but that's all right. No mistakes. All right, so this one, I could do the same direction, but I think I'm gonna go this way. And then from here, draw those partial lines with the diagonal and the curve. I had some oopses here, but that's all right. So I'm going to go with my original oops and do it the same way. Okay. This is a hard one to do without turning my book. I'll have to be completely honest. It really is so lovely being able to work on a tile and rotate it. It's so much easier. And being on camera with a big book is definitely very challenging. All right, so parts of this is starting to dry. I will be using my Neo color 2 water soluble, and for this flower I have not been using any water, but while I'm letting this dry, I'm going to go in with my red actually, and I keep looking at this, and more that I have done, I feel like I want to add a little bit of red inside these spots, and I'll be honest with you, it's not exactly what I thought it was gonna look like. So I'm going to take a paintbrush, and I have water off on the side here, and I'm going to smooth it out a little bit, and I do like that better. A little bit of a glare. It seems that when the water's wet, of course, water's wet. When the paper's still wet from the water, I should say, it has that little reflection and then it dries and it is not as shiny anymore on the camera. Okay, I like that better. That's definitely better. I just feel like it needed a little something else. I might fill the other ones in, but again, I'm not really sure. So I still have a few more days left of the month and I can continue working on this. Okay, so I imagine that this is in the front, so I'm going to add some yellow here on these pieces. And I'm going to add a little bit of red. What makes this fun for me, and this might bother some of you, is that it's not precise, and anything that I did that was a mistake, it all blends together because this is such a loose way of using the Zentangle method. This is Zentangle inspired art. This is ZIA, not traditional Zentangle. All right, I'm going to take my white Posca and add a few little highlights. All right, there you have it. That is day 26. Please subscribe and like, and we only have a few more days left together before we move on to a new project. I'll see you tomorrow.